Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Neek and this is Angelic Light. I'm back with another zodiac reading, and today this reading is going to be for Sagittarius placements. So if you have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node, this reading may be for you. I did a pre-shuffle for you all, so I will get into that in a bit. But before I do, I want to remind you that you should only be taking what resonates. Don't ever force anything to fit, and always follow your own intuition above all else. If you don't find anything to fit or resonate for you in this reading, that is completely fine. Just keep in mind that time doesn't exist at the level of energy. So if nothing resonates for you today, you can always check back later because it may resonate in the future, okay? But if you do find anything to resonate or be useful in this reading, make sure you like the video, comment, share, subscribe, hype it up, because that does push my content out so that other people that may need to see or hear these messages can actually receive them as well, okay? So, Sagittarius placements, I don't know if it's the Pluto retrograde, because Pluto is in retrograde for, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like it's like the next 7 years, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong. But I know it's in retrograde right now. I wrote it down somewhere, but excuse me, y'all. Um, I don't know if the Pluto retrograde is affecting you, Sagittarius placements, but I'm feeling like things are coming up for you. Fears are coming up for you. I'm getting like overthinking energy. I'm getting somebody's discernment being blocked, but I also picked up on your discernment or your intuition being blocked by something or someone. It could be the fears or the thoughts, the negative thoughts that are coming up for you that could be blocking your intuition. Like your mind is too loud to hear your intuition. So it could be that, but for some others of you, it could be an actual physical person in proximity to you that's actually like influencing you in some sort of negative way or contributing to your negative thinking, things like that, or your self-concept. Because it's something about your self-love. I'm getting like murder energy. I'm getting like self-abandonment, because with the self-love creation intention card coming out, it's obvious that it's something about your self-love and your self-care and your self-worth that's needing to be worked on, or that is being worked on. I'm getting that it is being worked on, because all of these cards that came out here, and that's probably why the fear is coming up as well, because that's coming out to be cleared, and I'm telling you, it might be this Pluto retrograde, because I just did a Scorpio reading and it was very similar. Scorpio's going through a very deep, like a very massive transformation, where things have been coming up for them as well that they have to clear out, that has been in their subconscious mind. I talked about skeletons being in their closet, or shadows being in their closet and just kind of tucked away for an extended period of time, so long that they may have forgotten about them, and they have recently received the keys to access that closet and to clear it out now. And so those things are coming up. So that may resonate with you. And if you have Scorpio placements in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node, you might want to check out the Scorpio reading as well. But I'm getting a similar energy from you, Sag, that your fears are coming up, but it's just mainly fears that I'm picking up on so far, and it's just made up stories in your mind. It could be revolving around your belief systems as well, but I'm being guided to tell you to affirm yourself. You have to affirm yourself at this time, because I'm just getting the energy of someone not feeling affirmed externally, or not feeling validated externally, and in this period of your journey and of your life. And I'm being guided to tell you that you have to affirm yourself at this time, that those people, if you don't have them in your life at this time, those people that will support you and that will validate you and that will affirm you in your experiences, and you know who you are, the beautiful soul that you are, they will make their way into your life if they are not already there, for those of you that applies to. But until then, you are being guided, you're being led to affirm yourself, to speak life over yourself, to speak peace and joy and abundance over your own life at this time, to be your biggest cheerleader for yourself, your biggest supporter. You're meant to be that for yourself at this time, because as you be that for yourself, then others will be magnetized to you, will be drawn to you to show you the same amount of love and respect to you that you're showing to yourself, or that you have been showing to yourself. So I don't know, I'm getting like a solitude energy. So you may be being guided into solitude. That's not for everybody, but I did pick up on that energy just now. But I'm getting that over the summer. It may be a bit intense over the summer, but things are balancing out for you, and you're being guided, you're being led to open your heart and to be open-minded to receive these beautiful things, or these beautiful changes that may be taking place in your life. But you're being led into this divine feminine energy, and I'm getting that it's going to be like over the summer. It's kind of like being I guess reborn. I don't want to say reborn, because I'm not picking up necessarily a reborn energy, but it's like evolving over the summer. I'm just getting evolving over the summer. Something about a job as well. You may have recently lost a job. You may have been laid off, or you may be searching for a job, or you may have been out of work for a while. Somebody is expecting an interview, or has gotten a call for an interview, or will be getting a call for an interview. And I'm getting good news from that for whoever that applies for. But yeah, that's what I picked up so far. And then I'm going to go ahead and read these, and then we're going to dig deeper. Okay. So this was your first card out. Release fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. Then we have basic body scan. The objective is identifying areas of the body that feel tense or tight. Close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths. Let the breath calm and relax you. Now make an intention to scan your body. Start with your head and work your way down to your feet. Notice any sensations of tension or tightness as you scan your body. If any area feels tense or tight, breathe into those areas and imagine them loosening and subsiding. Finish up by picturing a beautiful white light filling you up from above. Let the light soothe any additional areas that feel tense or tight. Then we have inner vision here. It says, cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. Your angel number is 1414. Well, you got 2 angel numbers. The first one is 1414, light up, mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. So things are changing. They're going in the right direction. It just may be feeling a bit off right now. And the things that are coming up and the thinking that is coming up may be kind of confusing you. It's very similar energy to Scorpio's reading. And then your second angel number is 0110, belief system. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. And then your affirmation card is literally affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So yeah, I'm just getting like an energy of like your belief systems around yourself. It's something about your belief systems around yourself and your belief systems around loyalty. Because I just feel like you're loyal to someone or people to a fault. So it's something around that to like your loyalty to someone or something or people. It could be family, because with this one of these cards says something about family here. Yeah, respect family. It could be your loyalty to family, your belief system around that could be detrimental to you. That's causing you to self-abandon yourself. That's causing you to like being murder energy, you know, where you're sacrificing yourself over and over and over for the loyalty of this dynamic, of this person, of this place, of this job, whatever the situation is for you, is like an over loyalty. And you're being disloyal to yourself by being so loyal to whatever this thing is. So that's what I'm really picking up on. But let me write this down really quick. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck too, there was a pressure cooker. This is at the bottom of the deck. What's this? Negotiator. So pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. So you may have been feeling a bit moody lately. Yeah, so you may have been feeling a bit moody or a bit more irritable than normal. And that may have like been affecting your relationships lately, but we're going to dig a little bit deeper into this because like I said, I just see you growing in love for yourself over the summer. But I do want to look into this TikTok, deadline time running out, guilt, sabotage, and spy watching. I want to know like who's watching you. There may be somebody that is watching you online, or you may be watching somebody, Sagittarius, take it how it applies. But somebody may be watching somebody and seeing them or their life. I specifically heard their life as like wish fulfillment. Somebody wanting somebody's life. But we're going to look into that. So I'm going to put a couple more. Oh, look at this. This not even flipped over. Transcendence unity wasn't flipped over. So yeah, you're balancing out. Over the summer, you will be balancing out your internal energies. But I'm going to pull a few more of these oracles, and then I'm going to pull some, what you call them? Some tarot, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But what else? Tell me more about, look at 3. Look at these. Well, 4 flipped over. I don't usually take 4, but it was last minute, so. But here we go. We have confusion, illusions. I'm going to put this here. We have confusion, illusions. We have deception, temptation. We have transformation, Pluto. Look at Pluto. I'm telling you, Pluto and retrograde. It's this retrograde. Pluto retrograde is very significant. Hold on. Yeah, so Pluto retrograde is very significant, but it's something about like an attraction. It's somebody that's causing confusion. Like, remember what I said at the beginning of the reading? I said I'm picking up on something or someone blocking your discernment. But for some of you, it was literally someone. For some of you, it was the fear, the thoughts coming up. For others of you, it's an actual physical person in proximity to you that is actually like influencing you in some sort of negative way, or like getting in your mind and influencing your thinking on yourself in some negative way. And I'm also getting that it's subtle, and that's why it's so confusing to you, because it doesn't feel like it feels like something is off, but it's like the way they're going about it, however they're going about it, it's like a subtle way where it's making you feel like, well, maybe I'm tripping, you know, but because you're feeling something different than what is being presented to you in the physical. And that's what's confusing you. And that's why you have to follow your intuition. This person is blocking your discernment. It's blocking your intuition. They're putting up some sort of illusion, some sort of confusion. They may be feeding you like, I heard pretty lies. Is that a song? But they're like feeding you like something that's causing, but it's deceitful. It's like they may also be using their sexual energy or their sacral energy to like draw you in as well, because it's like some sort of attraction. They like it's a sexual or a physical attraction that you have to this person, and they're aware of it, and they're using that to their benefit, and that's what's causing you to be confused. Also, if you're exchanging that level of energy with this person, and they are in this deception and this temptation and this confusion and illusion type of energy, then you're literally exchanging energy with that energy, and that's amplifying. It could be amplifying the negative thoughts that's coming up, the fear that's coming up, because that's like one of the deepest ways to exchange energy with another soul, you know? So you have to be careful with who you're giving that your sacral energy to, who you're exchanging sacral energy with. You have to be careful, because this person is I heard manipulator. whoever it is. Somebody is manipulating. Look, and then, yeah, somebody's manipulating. I just hope this ain't what it is. On the table, offer, proposal, commitment. Like, I hope it ain't coming from that person. If it is in relation to romance, but yeah, tell me what else. It might be this person also that's like watching you. Waves, emotions coming and going. Like I told you. Yeah, you're going through the waves of emotions right now. You're going through like moodiness. Like I said, you may be feeling very moody at this time. But that's all part of what's happening, what's coming up for you. It's causing the moods and the look, because it's breaking you out of your comfort zone, bottom of the deck, comfort zone, south node clinging. It's breaking you out of that because that's what you're clinging to. I feel like this person that's causing this confusion in your life and in your mind, I feel like they're part of an old timeline that you're being pushed out of, that you're being, oh my God, I wonder if that is in alignment with that. Because look, I wrote this down. I wrote down misplaced because I literally heard misplaced or displaced or misplacement or displacement. I heard that. And I tied that to the job situation. So someone being laid off or fired or let go, I tied it to that. So it still can apply to that. But with me talking about this and the displacement or misplacement, damn, what was I talking about? The South Node. Yeah, so like they're part of an older timeline that you're being displaced from. And I'm feeling like it's feeling like you're being forced to, I don't want to say forced because free will is a thing. You're not being forced. But if your soul is calling for something higher, even if your conscious mind has not caught up to that yet, then that is what you're going to be led to. That's what you're going to be guided to. Whatever your soul's calling is, not what your mind is thinking, which is the fears and stuff, you know? I mean, you can manifest that, but your soul is always going to, the call from your soul is always going to be stronger. So things are going to maneuver and adjust in your life in a way to support whatever that soul's calling is. So I'm getting that you may have been clinging to a comfort zone, a family dynamic. I hear that, like family dynamics, as well as this romantic situation or this sexual situation that you have with this person is clinging to that because that's part of an old timeline, an old way of being, and an old way of thinking for you. That's not divine feminine energy, though. That's not the energy that you're being guided into. That's your soul's calling. That's what your soul is calling for, is this, to evolve into this divine feminine. And so with you still consciously or subconsciously, you know, clinging in the 3D realm, but your soul is calling for something more. Although you're clinging physically, your soul like, hell no, I'm ready to go higher. So we're going to push you. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. We're going to push you out of this timeline, though. You may still try to cling and everything, but I just see like fingers. So funny. Oh, I love my team. They just get clearer and clearer. Like I'm trying to see something I can hold so I can show y'all. I just see somebody, like I saw like a hand, like this is the best thing. I'm gonna use my chlorophyll bottle. So I saw like a hand like this, like just clinging, right? And just imagine it's just, you know, you clinging physically to your 3D world, what you know, you're afraid of anything different, anything new. You're like, this is just what I'm used to. This is, although it's old, it's outdated, you know, and now your soul is calling for something higher. So your soul spiritually, you're being called, you're being pulled to a higher realm, to a higher state of consciousness. But your physical body is afraid, your mind is afraid of what that looks like, what that'll be like if these people would no longer be in your life, if this sexual attraction would no longer be here, although it's not benefiting you, but this person has you in some sort of illusion and under a lot of confusion. So you're unsure, you know, but you're like, I know what this is, or I'm used to this, or whatever the case is. So I'm going to hold on in the 3D, but your soul is still pulling you higher, but you're still clingy. And I just saw like some hands, like, okay, you could cling if you want to, but one by one, we gonna get that thing out. Gonna get that out of there. Like I just see as if like a child hanging on to, like, I just see like a ride at an amusement park. They're hanging on to like the, you know, the pole of the, what you call that? The horses, the merry-go-round. I see a child holding on to a pole and don't want to get off. and the parent just comes over there like, you have to get off, you know, it's time to move on to the next thing. And the child does not want to let go. And the parent just pulling the fingers off like, come on, it's going to be okay. We're going to get there. We gonna get there. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. I'm feeling like a type of push, especially with this red energy. I don't know, I just keep being guided to this red imagery here, and the red here too, but really the red here. And that's like your root, that's your sacral, you know, that's your stability. And that's what you're so afraid of, something about stability. You feel, or you believe, you know, you're under the illusion that you're in a stable situation, although you're not. You know, your soul is discontent, but your mind is like, this is what I know, this is what I'm used to, you know. It's like time to follow that soul's calling. But I feel like you are, like I said, with the growth in the summer, it's going to be I heard a crazy summer for you, but not in a negative way. And then by fall, autumn harvest. I feel like by fall you're going to be in a whole nother energy, Sagittarius. Yeah, you're going to be in a whole nother energy. So I'm about to look into this TikTok situation, and I want to look into this deception too. This deceptive person that is causing confusion in your mind or illusions. I also want to look into who's watching you. I want to look into time running out, what that's about, the guilt, sabotage. And I think that's about it. Anything else that comes out, okay? So let's see. Tell me about this person that's in Sagittarius energy at this time, that's causing confusion and illusions in their mind. Tell me about this person. Who is this person that's causing confusion and illusions for Sagittarius? We have the Ace of Swords. Where am I going to put this at? Ace of Swords. Tell me more about who this person is. It's like they're really... I feel like this person has had a hold on your mind. Whoever this person is, they have had a hold on your mind, and it may have been for some time. Even if it hasn't been for some time, they have been able to play, I just heard play in your mind for a while. But with this Eight of Swords reverse coming out, it's given that you are breaking free, or you have broken free. Yeah, transformation. It's this Pluto retrograde energy. I'm telling you, it's pulling you out of deception. Things are being made clear to you. You are like opening your eyes to things, but it's a matter of you actually believing what your intuition is telling you, not allowing your mind to be louder than your intuition. Tell me more about who this person is. The Moon. Yeah, it's like some secretive things, but that's what's coming. That's what's coming to. Yeah, it's like so. What kept you in this bound energy, in this confused energy with this person, is because of your self-doubt, strength reversed, the low self-esteem, the vulnerability, the lack of confidence. Inadequate. You felt inadequate, and this person was able to, I heard, pray. This person was able to pray on that vulnerable part of you. But this was stuff with the Moon card. This was stuff that was hidden deep within you. It was all subconscious things. It was in your mind, you know, that you may not have been aware of because it has been repressed. I'm telling you, go look at that Scorpio reading. I feel like it's going to resonate for whoever this is resonating for many of you. But it's like it was your subconscious beliefs around yourself. Remember, I said it's around yourself, your beliefs around yourself and loyalty. Your beliefs around self and your beliefs around loyalty are a bit distorted, you know. And so you were susceptible to energies like this. I heard energy vampires entering your aura, your auric field, your energy field, and siphoning your energy and being able to confuse you and deceive you and tempt you. I heard that, like seduce you, you know, like it. But that's what's being brought up to be cleared out. That's what's being brought to the surface. That's what's being illuminated. Like things are being illuminated for you internally within you. Is illuminations within you at this time to help you to see not why these type of beings or these types of people have been attracted to me, or why these types of people have been able to or have been you know, have latched onto me, or have like, it's not just about why these people, it's not really about why these people, it's about how were they able to get so close? How were they able to manipulate? How were they able to confuse you? How were they able to tempt you? Because it all goes to you, because they can't do that without you, without your permission, or without you opening the door. You know what I'm saying? So it just reflecting, the mirror is being turned on you at this time, Sagittarius, to see what is going on internally within you that is allowing this, or that has allowed this. Tell me more. Also, Pisces or Cancer may be significant. Scorpio too. Shit, Scorpio is about to come out. But Pisces, Cancer may be significant. Leo may be significant. Oh, I said Pisces, Cancer, and I said Scorpio. Well, that's why, because this is the card that was just flipped over. The Queen of Cups. So a water sign may be significant. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's like you're getting back in touch with your emotions. Like your emotions are getting balanced out. Your heart is being opened up at this time. Tell me more about this person that has been deceiving Sagittarius. Is there anything else to know about that? Yeah, 7 of Cups. Your judgment is clouded when it comes to this person. The clouds are going to clear though, because we're in the year 1. We're in the 1 year. Things are just things are still being illuminated from last year, year 9. Well, actually, we're in the age of Aquarius, so shit, still being in age of Aquarius, things are still being illuminated. Clouds are still clearing, but also being in year 1, it's like it's no more doubt. Like it's no more, like the confusion. All of the confusion are wiping out. So from here on, it's like if you continue to accept certain treatment and lies and manipulation and things like that, it's because you're conscious, like you're choosing it at this time, because at this point rather, because things are becoming so clear for you where they're undeniable. The only way that you're going to still accept it is if you just consciously choose to settle. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be because, oh, I didn't know. You know, things are being shown to you. It's a matter of whether or not you want to believe what is being shown to you, what is being internally. I'm not even talking about 3D. What is being shown to you in a intuitive and spiritual way. Also, what's being revealed to you in the 3D too, of course, but the 3D is part of the story. You know what I'm saying? So it's that intuition. It's really tapping into that intuition and listening to that. We have the Hangman here. It's time to reflect. Maybe solitude is important for you at this time. Maybe you're being guided into some sort of solitude at this time. But yeah, I guess that's really all about that person. I feel like maybe, because I feel like a block there in terms of digging deeper with this person. I guess it's not important to dig any deeper. Like that's enough. Like, you know the depths and the details of what's going on between you and this person. And this is just going to be confirmation for those of you who this is for. I feel like this, whoever this is for, I feel like it's just going to help you to trust your intuition, or hear your intuition even louder, or be able to discern between what is your intuition and what is just your mind overthinking, or what is just your ego, or your fears coming, or whatever. You're going to be able to discern between when you're picking up on intuitive nudges or intuitive downloads, or when you're picking up on fear-based beliefs and thoughts that are coming up in your mind. I feel like this reading is going to help you to do that, because I just feel like it's confirming something for somebody that somebody has been feeling but has been confused about. Okay. All right. So I want to look into now this spy watching. What's this about? Clarify this spy watching card. Oh, King of Cups. Tell me more about who's Who's watching Sagittarius at this time? Maybe a water sign, a masculine water sign. Oh, this card just fell. We got, like, I don't know how to take this because it was on the floor, and when I picked it up, I mean, it was sideways, but you got it to take it upright. The Justice card, Libra may be significant. Who's watching you, though? Who's watching Sagittarius at this time? Who's spying and watching? Three of Cups. It may be an old friend. Or even if it's not an old friend, it may just be someone that wants to befriend you. Somebody that's watching you in some way. It could be on social media, or it could just be in your actual physical life, you know. Somebody watching you could be somebody you work with. Somebody that's able to see you. I feel like they see your heart, whoever this person or these people are. They see your heart, and they watch how you're very fair. They feel like you're a very fair person. They feel like you're truthful, and you're very caring, like you have a big, beautiful heart, and they want to collaborate with you, or they want to work with you in some way. They want to befriend you. I'm also hearing they want to go out with you. Tell me more about who's watching Sagittarius. We have the Page of Swords reversed. I feel like whoever these people are, or this person is, it's like they're just watching you, but they're not speaking on, like they're not taking action towards this. Like they're not speaking up about it. They're not letting you know. They may also be talking about you. Tell me more. Like to each other or amongst each other, or we have the Three of Swords. I feel like they see, whoever this is though, whoever these people are, I feel like they're very in tune with their intuition as well, or their discernment, because they see like pain. They see like pain within you, despite your heart being so big and open, and them they see that, and they feel that, and they see how fair you are with the Justice card. They see how like you're a like a kind but fair person, you know, like right is right, wrong is wrong. They feel like you would be a great friend, but they also see like underneath the beauty of you, they see the pain. Like they see a lot of heartache, pain, like trauma. They see your trauma. They may have seen you depressed, or they pick up on depression from you. Tell me more. That's interesting. I want to know who this person is, or who these people are. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. I mean, Five of Pentacles. They're not reversed. Either they feel like you're like having hard times with finances, or they feel like, another card flipped over, the Six of Swords. Okay, for some of you, this is somebody that you actually knew. It's not just somebody that's, you know, just watching you and they want to befriend you. I'm getting that for some of you, it's actually friends, like past friends, people that you may, or workmates, or, you know, people that you collaborated with or you worked with in some way, whether that was on a personal level or a, you know, a professional level, whatever the case is people or a person that you worked with before, that you collaborated with before, and they feel like they have been left behind by you. They see all of this within you, like I said, but they also feel like you left them behind somehow. Either you left them behind, or they left you behind. Tell me more. Tell me more. Two of Swords, and it was a difficult decision. It was something about confusion, though. What? Fast communication, Eight of Wands. What's this Two of Wands? Who was confused? Who was confused? We have the Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, I thought somebody was impatient too when I saw the Eight of Wands. There was some sort of impatience. But somebody also felt like somebody was moving too fast. They also felt like they felt like it was like somebody was unreliable, like they couldn't rely on somebody, so it caused like an inner conflict within them. I feel like it's this person, Sagittarius, but again, like I said, place yourself where you fit. It could be the other way around, but I am picking up that it is from this person. This person did create distance between you two. This was a friend. Like I said, it could be a Libra, it could be a Leo, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's all I see out here so far. But whoever this person was, it was a friend, or whoever these people were. I'm just picking up on a person, singular right now, but for others of you, it could be multiples. But this person felt like there was immaturity at play, lack of planning, kind of like, because even with this Page of Swords here, it says scatterbrain, like lack of planning, just kind of very impulsive. They may have felt like you were impulsive. They may have felt like you just were kind of like everywhere. I'm picking up on moving really quickly, impatient. I heard not listening. I also, because distracted. Look, it's a distracted right here. I heard not listening though, but they may not have felt heard by you, may not have felt seen by you, and they made a difficult decision with the Two of Swords to move forward without you. Why is this important for Sagittarius to know? Four of Wands. Oh, look. It looked like a reconciliation, reunion is coming in between you and this friend. Oh, wow, look, that's why. Nice. Tell me more about this reconciliation between Sagittarius and this friend, Queen of Wands. This person may be a fire sign, but they're like a confident person. They're confident, they're optimistic, they may be very communicative. What else does Sagittarius need to know about this reunion? We got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. What's this about? But you know what? The reunion will come once you break out of this cycle here, Sagittarius, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, because it says clinging to stuck in old karmic cycles, resistance to change, unwelcome change. So as long as you continue to reject this change, though, like I said, with all these cards underneath your 9, but if you were to still cling to remain stuck in these karmic cycles that you have been repeating for some time, then the reconciliation will be delayed or possibly like null and void, like not happening, but I'm seeing that you are opening up more to these changes and to what is being revealed to you about you internally, so that you can do the work on that thing or those things within yourself. And as you do that, then the wheel is going to continue to turn, and then an opportunity will present itself for y'all to communicate, for you to come back together with this friend. I want to know how Sagittarius feels about this friend. Oh, wow. We got 10 of Wands. You feel burnt out with this friend? Tell me more. Do you feel like an obligation to them? We have 4 of Swords. Yeah, you feel... Tell me more about how Sagittarius feels about this friend. Emperor reversed. Immaturity, because it's so interesting, because with these cards that's coming out, it's saying that you feel how this friend has felt about you. Like what I was saying, like how the friend felt like immaturity was at play. You were a bit immature. You were a bit impulsive. You didn't really plan. You feel like that, like with the Emperor reverse, with it, you feel like they're like controlling You feel like they're a bit immature, like they don't plan, they don't make plans. But then you also feel like they're rigid, a bit dominant, like domineering, maybe big ego, a bit egotistical. You feel like this separation, or you retreating, this solitude away from this person is helping you to gather your thoughts. You feel like it's a form of protecting yourself by being at a distance from this person, because you feel exhausted. You feel like, wait, give me one more card. I think I got it. 7 of Swords. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so actually this is what it is. Yeah, 7 of Swords reverse, confession, conscious regret. So this is not how you feel about this friend. This is actually what's going on with you. This is what contributed to the separation, or this is what you're reflecting on doing in the midst of this separation, or this distance between you and this friend. Is that you feel like there were too many responsibilities. Going back to when I said that you have like it's something about your beliefs around yourself and your loyalty to other people, where you're so loyal to others to a fault, at the detriment of yourself, at the detriment of your own peace and joy and happiness and self-realization as well. It's like you would put yourself on the line to defend, to protect, to help other people, and you became burnt out. You were just burning yourself out. I'm also getting that is part of the karmic cycles with the Wheel of Fortune reverse here. Is you doing that? Excuse me. Is you constantly pouring and giving and pouring and giving, and then you're not being poured and given back to, and then you have to retreat to pour back into yourself, to recharge yourself, just to go back out into the world and pour all of that you just filled your own cup with. You had to fill it. You go back into the world and you pour, you divide everything that you filled up within your own cup. You divide it between these people, these vampires, energy vampires. I'm just getting energy vampires that are siphoning from you. You I don't even want to say gladly, but you agree in a sense to pour into these people until you're depleted. And then you have to retreat with the 4 of Swords. You have to retreat. You have to go into hermit mode. You have to go into solitude to self-protect, to gather your thoughts, to, again, like I said, refill your cup, just to go back out and just to give it out again. That's the cycle. And then what you're realizing upon being in a separation is that they were correct, that you were in a more immature energy, that you were a bit more rigid because you were clinging to your comfort zone. You were clinging to what you knew because the unknown was too scary for you. So you were a bit inflexible when it came to that. You wanted to control everything. That is a form of control, when you don't want things to change, so you cling to the old, even when it no longer resonates, or when it no longer feels good, or it no longer benefits you. You cling to it because you feel a sense of control there, because the unknown, you don't know if you'll have control there. You don't know what to expect there. You do know what to expect here, though. Even though it is not satisfying you, you know what to expect. And you feel, again, it's an illusion though, you feel that you have a sense of control on this timeline, but you don't. Because again, you exchanging this energy with these vampires, you pouring into these vampires as well, especially with this one that you have been intimate with. For those of you that applies for, you are literally opening your energy wide open, especially to this one that you have been intimate with. You opening it so they are able to influence you and affect you in ways that they may not have been able to without gaining that close access to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why fears are coming up. Your thoughts, you're probably wondering, why am I thinking so negatively? Why am I so down on myself? Where's my confidence gone? You may have been typically be more confident than you have been feeling. This is all plays a part, being careful with who you exchange energy with. Even conversation, that's an exchange of energy. You know what I'm saying? But going deep like that sexual intimacy, that is, honestly, I feel like that's the deepest way, to exchange. So it's like you're exchanging with these energy vampires and it's depleting you, and it's also keeping you stuck in this Emperor reverse. It's like you're giving all of your power away. You don't have lead over your life. You don't have control over your life. You think you do, but you don't. They are controlling your life. Your subconscious beliefs are controlling your life. You're not. But with the Seven of Swords reversed, that's something that you have come to realize, that you have been feeling like an imposter. Oh, I heard imposter in your own home. But you have been feeling like an imposter, and you want to make amends. You want to confess something to this friend. You want to, maybe what you have realized or what you understand, like you understand them. I heard that. I understand you. I understand you. Like, it's like, I feel like you understand their decision to walk away. You get it. You get it. And you would like to reconcile. You would like to have a conversation with them again. How does this friend feel about Sagittarius? This is a long one. Ten of Swords. They feel exhausted. They feel betrayed. They feel like there's a wound there. They feel like the ending between you two was very painful. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. They feel like disconnected. They feel like you two were misaligned. They feel like it was just a misalignment with you two. Tell me more about. We got the Nine of Swords reversed, but they're healing. They're recovering. And I feel like they're learning how to operate. I feel like this was kind of recent. It doesn't feel like it was a long time that you two have been in separation, but I feel like this person may have been in their head at some time, like during the beginning of the ending between you two. It may have been very hard for them, but I feel like they're learning how to adjust. They're pivoting. Yeah, and they have learned how to balance out, how much they give and receive. And that's something that you can learn from them, Sagittarius. That's something that you can learn, because that's one of the things that's really coming out, dominantly in your reading, is about balancing out how much you're giving and taking, and who you're giving to and who you're taking from. It's like that balance there is very important because your divine feminine energy is high. Like, your feminine energy is high, but it's too high, because now you got to tap into your masculine side, which is this Emperor energy, which is reversed, because it's an imbalance there. You're too much in your feminine. The masculine is assertive. The masculine is a leader. The masculine is protective. You have to be assertive with yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to protect yourself. You have to choose yourself first. You have to be the leader of your life. You have to say no when you really want to say no, not say yes because you feel obligated. Throw obligations out the window. It's time for you to take lead over your life, Sag. Yeah, but they want to come back together. Three of Pentacles was after that. They want to come back together with you. They want to reconcile with you. They want to work together with you. Yeah. And then we have the Six of Wands right behind that. Yeah. Yeah, they do want to come back together with you. Okay, and then what else? The TikTok I want to look at, and the self-sabotage. So what's this TikTok about? I'll look at the sabotage, and then I'm going to close. Clarify this TikTok. We got the Nine of Wands. I feel like this TikTok is about you being very close. You're being very close to successfully closing out this karmic cycle here. Because like I said, you're in the midst of becoming aware of these things, and you're being guided intuitively on how to maneuver through them and how to integrate them and things like that. All of the guidance that you need is internal. So you have to go within yourself to pick up on these messages, okay? But in order to do that, you have to quiet your mind. So meditation may be helpful. Going out into nature, if the weather permits it, go outdoors, connect with nature, hug a tree, touch some foliage, hold a stone or a rock in your hands, plant your feet in the grass, into the earth. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere where by the water is very important as well in terms of your thoughts. Water can calm your thoughts. It can, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's very, connected. I'm not trying to say connected, but shit, that's the best. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. But it is very connected to the mind, to the thoughts. And water flows, right? So it can remind you, it can help to remind you to let your thoughts flow. You know, just because thoughts come up, just because thoughts arise, does not mean that they are true, and does not mean that they are from you either, because we can't control our thoughts, right? We can redirect them, but we can't control what comes up. You know, so it's important for you to detach from what comes up mentally, because oftentimes it's just your mind trying to protect you in the best way that it knows how. When something feels unfamiliar, your mind connects it with being unsafe, and with it trying to protect you, it's going to put these doubts into your mind, these fears into your mind about the future, making up these stories in your mind to hold you back, thinking that that is a way to protect you. But that's not, it's doing the opposite at this point. So that's when you have to take the lead of your life. You have to tell your mind, no, that is not true. I hear you. I know you are trying to protect me, but this is not helping me. I have to take control of my life now. You can sit back, redirect those thoughts. Okay. Yeah, redirect those thoughts. Like what I said, go into nature. It's very important. Water. What I said, water. She has one foot in the water. She has one foot on land. Literally. Literally. And you see how she's the 2 cups. Who cup she's pouring into? Her own. Pour into your own cup right now, Sagittarius. Pour into your cup. Everybody else gonna have to figure out their own cups. Okay. You are not here to do that. You're not here to be the cup pourer. Okay, into other people's cups. No, pour into your own cup. Balance your own. I heard balance your own well out. I don't even know what that means. But you have to balance yourself out first before you can help other people. What they say, put the mask on your own face before you put it on anybody else's. You are doing it backwards, baby. You are trying to save everybody else while you're slowly dying. Okay? So save yourself. Okay, and so the last one is guilt sabotage. Clarify that. What's guilt sabotage? Ace of Cups. It may be something in regards to never mind. It's your emotional awakening. Your awakening, Sagittarius, to the things that have been holding you back, and it's all internal. It's all internal things that have been holding you back. It's your own mind that has been holding you back, and that's what's being revealed to you with this Ace of Cups here. And you're feeling guilt. You feel it's like you're reflecting on certain situations and certain connections that you may have had, being in this confused energy, allowing your mind to control the narrative for the most part. It's like now you're able to look back and really reflect on those situations, and you're starting to feel like you have sabotaged some things. You may have sabotaged love connections. Even if it's not romantic love, you may have sabotaged friendships, or you may have sabotaged other opportunities, and you feel guilty for it. That guilt and I heard regret as well, that may be coming up for you. That is okay as well, Let yourself feel whatever comes up. It is okay. Don't feel any shame for it, and don't deny it either. It's important to be truthful with what you're feeling, to be truthful with your journey. That's the only way you're going to go up, is by being honest, completely transparent, if with no one else, with yourself. So let that shame and that regret, those feelings surface. Let them come up. Don't try to repress them. Don't try to ignore them. Push them aside. Give them your full attention. Let yourself feel them and then release them. Okay. Don't harbor them. Don't hold on to them. Don't let them fester, but allow yourself to feel them, just like the thoughts. You have to be detached from it all, like in a sense, there has to be a healthy level of detachment when it comes to what's coming up for you at this time. Okay. But acknowledge what is coming up, even your thoughts, like observe them, observe it all, observe the emotions, observe the thoughts, and remain healthily detached from it all as you integrate it and as you release it and purge it, whatever else, that you're needing to do in order to get to this balance of your internal feminine and masculine energies. Okay, look, you're recovering though. Devil in reverse. You're recovering, and you're leaving an abusive, toxic situation. You're detaching. You're facing your shadows. You're reclaiming your power. I love that for you, Sag. I love that for you. Capricorn may be significant as well. Yeah, I love that for you. I love that. So that is really what's going on for you. Let me see if let's see. I'm about to pull some advice cards real quick. What advice do you have? I mean, I feel like we pretty much broke it down enough, but what advice do you have? Do you have any advice or last messages for Sagittarius placements at this time? Any advice or last messages for Sagittarius placements? We have connection. So Spirit is wanting you to connect with yourself. So continue to, damn, if one more card falls, my God. What I said, connect with yourself. Solitude. Yeah, Spirit wants you to go into solitude and connect with yourself. I feel like you've been focusing on a lot of external connections. It's time to focus on your internal. Look at, unplug. One more, Spirit. One more. And then we have dream. And we have shapeshifter. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have sensuality. So all of this is leading to you, is like Spirit is guiding you into solitude, to unplug, take a break from your phone. Okay, take a break from connections and communications, and, you know, putting people on a pedestal of her, and putting people ahead of you or before you, or prioritizing others ahead of yourself. Spirit is wanting you to prioritize yourself at this time. Go out into nature with the solitude. It's nothing but nature around her. I'm feeling like you usually be in this energy, Sagittarius, because y'all are very bubbly and y'all are very outgoing and y'all are easy to get along with. Y'all are easy to like. So oftentimes people want to be around you, you know, but it's okay to say no, that I need this time alone. Even if you don't even have to explain, like, no, not today. I'll get back to you later. Or I'll think about it. Like, give yourself time as well. I'm being guided to say that because I feel like you say yes too quickly, like without thinking. It's like, it's just an automatic, you know. If somebody asks for help, it's like you feel like you just care so much. You just automatically say yes without checking in with yourself first. That's self-abandonment. So whenever somebody asks you for something, really pause and really check in with yourself and see how you are feeling about this thing in that moment. Even if you can't figure it out in that moment and you need more time, let them know. I need time to think about this and I'll get back to you when I have decided. You know, it's okay to give yourself that time. You don't have to be in a rush. You don't have to. It's impulsive. It connects with that impulsivity. You don't have to have an answer for people right away. And if they can't wait, they just can't fucking wait. Okay, and that's not on you, but you have to prioritize you. So Spirit is saying, go into solitude, connect deeper with yourself, unplug, remove the distractions, you know, cut that phone off or go on do not disturb, you know, log out of social medias, you know, stop looking at the headlines so much, stop ingesting so much information, you know, so much content. Spirit is wanting you to tap back into your dreams as well, whatever those dreams are that you have wanted to accomplish or work towards that you may have put on hold. Spirit is wanting you to redirect your focus back in that direction. Also, you may be receiving guidance and messages in your dreams, so make sure that your mind is clear. I'm being guided to say something about smoking or like things that can alter your cognitive abilities, you know, because those things can block your receptivity to messages intuitively as well. So make sure that you're clear-minded, you know, you're clear-headed, you know, in order to receive these messages clearly. Keep an eye out on your dreams. Make sure you have a dream journal by your bed. If you don't, I highly advise that. If you are a dreamer, like if you receive messages and downloads in your dreams, I would highly recommend that you keep a dream journal by your bedside so that you can write down your dreams as soon as you remember them, as soon as you awaken, because they can disappear just like that. But all of this is going to lead to you changing, to you shifting internally. Shapeshifter. You calling your power back. Look, and she got red on too. It's all a root and sacral. And then look, sensuality was at the bottom as well, which is more red, root and sacral. Spirit is guiding you. The root and sacral chakras are very prevalent at this time. The solar plexus as well, but especially root and sacral. Okay, and so Spirit is wanting you to get in touch with your sensuality as well. I'm hearing don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for how sensual you are or for your sexuality or anything like that. I was just being guided to say that. But yeah, that is your advice. Sagittarius, okay? You're going to do just fine, okay? Continue to hang in there, take it one day at a time, stay grounded in the present, rooted in the present. Continue to work on redirecting your thoughts to more positive thinking, whatever negative thoughts arise. Make sure that you are in observer mode when it comes to the emotions and the thoughts that are coming up for you. Observe them and remain healthily detached from them. And release them, purge them, or integrate them, whatever applies, okay? Continue to put yourself first. And it's going to feel, you're going to feel guilty at first if you're not used to doing that. You're going to feel guilty, but just because you're feeling guilty does not mean you're doing something wrong. Remember that. Just because you feel guilty or just because you feel emotion or you feel like it does not mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that you're doing something different. Okay. All right. So those are the messages. I know that they will reach whoever they're meant to reach. And until the next message, namaste.